The KXAN News Podcast is sponsored by Shelf Genie. In-depth, investigative. This is KXAN News Today.
Well, today we could learn the identity of the man in Liberty Hill. A police officer shot and killed him just yesterday. Good morning, everyone. I'm Sally Hernandez.
And I'm Tom Miller. The shooting happened after officers say the man trespassed onto a couple's property and got into a fight with them. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety, a man crashed his car along RM 1869. This is near US 183. Investigators say he got out and he started walking onto someone's property. Williamson County got the 911 call for trespassing around 3 in the afternoon. A Liberty Hill police officer was nearby, though, and saw the man fighting with people who live there.
There was an altercation between the residents and the subject that was trespassing. Another altercation occurred between the officer and the subject. As a result of the altercation, the subject was shot.
We are still waiting for more details about what exactly happened during that fight between the man and the officer. Liberty Hill police say the officer is okay. And breaking overnight, the owners of a popular Austin drive-in movie theater say someone robbed the theater.
Yeah, Blue Starlight's website says someone broke into the downtown drive-in location. It says 80% of the equipment is gone. And we're going to find out if they filed a police report.
The Miller location is open, and the owners are working to reopen at least one screen downtown by this weekend.
What a bummer.
I know.
That's so sad.
Deep news to wake up to this morning. Christina's here hopefully with some better news. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I do have some, I think for most of us, some good news. It's going to be nice and quiet today. A little cooler. We're going to put those 70s and 80s we've had on pause and see some more normal January-like weather come in this week. Our clouds and radar not showing too much out there. We are going to stay dry today, so you can leave the rain gear at home. Live look outside. Good morning, Southeast Austin. This is the view from our Whittlesey Landscape Supplies weather camera, kind of looking back at the city here. We've got clear visibility out there, but our temperatures are much cooler. 40s and 50s everywhere you look. 48 in Georgetown, 50 in Austin, 48 Burnet, 41 in Fredericksburg, which is a good 15 to 25 degrees colder than what we had yesterday at this time. We'll recover as we get back into those 60s today, but like I said, not quite as comfortable as where we've been. Low 60s by lunch, upper 60s to finish the afternoon underneath that mainly sunny sky. Coming up, what are we looking at? Well, the cold mornings, they're going to return each and every day, so keep that jacket nearby. I'm tracking 2 rain opportunities in your 7-day forecast. I'm going to show you what we could potentially see in our rain gauges by the end of next week and what our temperatures look like moving forward. 2 different cold fronts sparking those rain opportunities. I'll fill you in on the details coming up in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh, you will, Kristen. Thank you. Lexington police are still trying to understand why a group of middle school students reported a false attack on their own school. This is in Lee County. It's about an hour east of Austin.
What happened here is the group went to Lexington ISD leaders, warning them about a man they said threatened to shoot up their school. After further investigation, though, police determined the students made this all up. Photos of weapons shown were actually from the internet.
Police say the man accused is actually not involved in any way. School, city, county leaders all saying they took proactive steps that they needed to, and they canceled classes just to be safe.
We now know how much money Texas lawmakers plan to spend over the next 2 years. Texas House and Senate passing their budget proposals. Both are calling for $130 billion in spending. That would leave more than $50 billion in available funds unclaimed. Both bills also include $15 billion for property tax relief. There's also another $4.6 billion earmarked for the governor's border security program. Texas legislature is in recess, though, until next Tuesday. Today is Confederate Heroes Day, which is an observed Texas holiday, and it's just 3 days after Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Yeah, the Texas House is discussing and renewing a push to abolish the Confederate holiday. KXAN's Ryan Chandler reports why leaders say getting rid of the holiday shouldn't even be in question.
Racism is still alive in Texas today, and this holiday proves it.
House Democrats say a celebration of Texas's painful past has no place in the present.
It's a constant reminder of the supremacy in which they're trying to establish.
Houston Democrat Jarvis Johnson recalls his enslaved ancestors in filing legislation to abolish Confederate Heroes Day, especially on a day so close to a celebration of equality.
In the next 20 years, if we don't get rid of this holiday, Confederate Heroes Day will fall on Martin Luther King Day 4 times. How's that make you feel?
That difficult dichotomy is not just on the holiday calendar, but on the Capitol grounds. One of the first monuments that these visitors see when they walk towards the Capitol is also one of the biggest, honoring Confederate soldiers and saying that they died fighting for states' rights and against Northern coercion. Just steps away on the same lawn, a celebration of emancipation. 2 monuments displaying not just 2 sets of facts, but 2 sets of values. Some Texans support a compromise.
Make it Civil War Heroes Day. So we try to boil this down to complete 100% black, 100% white, no middle ground, no nuance.
But these lawmakers argue it is an issue of black and white, so there's no room for compromise.
There is nothing to celebrate about the Confederacy, only lessons to learn about how not to treat our neighbors.
Ryan Chandler, KXAN News.
Bills to abolish the holiday have failed in the Texas State Affairs Committee the last 2 sessions. They never even received a full vote from the House. Representative Johnson says he's concerned about a lack of Republican support for the bill. Last session, 7 Republicans co-authored or sponsored his bill to abolish the holiday.
Coming up, how a new vaccine from Moderna could help in the fight against RSV.
Why a woman piling items outside of her front lawn says she's actually helping her San Marcos community, despite the rat problem it's causing.
Good morning, everyone. On this Thursday, January the 19th, a live look outside to start your day. Kristen is back with a check on your weather in a bit. But first, how about this? Something that could be helping when it comes to RSV. The CEO of Moderna is talking about the company's RSV vaccine.
They've done some clinical trials. They found the vaccine 84% effective at preventing disease in people 60 and older.
How many vaccines is going to be too many, though? How many should you be on annually?
That's a great question, which is why we're trying to combine them. So we currently have in the clinic a COVID booster and flu booster in 1 dose, a COVID booster, flu booster, and RSV also in 1 dose. Because I agree with you, when we talk to consumers, people don't even remember now. Did I get a COVID shot this winter or the flu shot? Think about when you had the 3rd one. For people that are 50, 60 and above.
RSV kills about 14,000 U.S. adults older than 65 every year. Moderna says it plans to file for Food and Drug Administration approval by the first half of this year. Still ahead, attention and heads up for food lovers in Austin. The new festival coming to town this weekend for the first time ever.
10 proposals Pflugerville ISD is considering, with several options when it comes to school closures.
Texas women out in Lubbock looking for their 3rd straight win. I've got more on that coming up.
This KXAN News podcast is brought to you by Shelf Genie. I'm Rosie Newberry from KXAN Studio 512. Considering replacing your kitchen cabinets? Struggling to find or reach things? Go to shelfgenie.com/Austin. Shelf Genie designs custom pull-out shelves for your existing cabinets, adding convenience and value to the most used room in your home. Shelf Genie custom pull-out shelves, everything in reach.
Good morning. It is 4:43 on this Thursday. Live look outside from our Whittlesey camera in South Austin, looking back at downtown. A little bit cooler start. Kristen has full forecast in a bit. Want to talk about piles and piles of tires, appliances, clothing, and more accumulating outside a San Marcos home. Neighbors say it's been going on for months, and now they're dealing with rat problems.
Now, KXAN Sarah Alshay gives us a look at the property and shares how the owner says she's actually helping her community.
Tires, trash bags, and laundry units. Those are just a few items piled on this property in San Marcos.
It's a big worry, it's a big stress, it's a big frustration. We've got to get this taken care of.
A bird's eye view showing how far it stretches. Neighbors Krista Peepaw and Lynn Manning say it's been growing for months and it's attracting rats.
We're starting to see them on a regular basis, and it's not just in my home, it's surrounding homes that are telling me the same information.
All of this sitting on top of the Edwards Aquifer recharge zone.
A breeze coming out of the hole, and it goes straight down into the aquifer,
raising concerns from some environmentalists.
The same recharge features that are here on this land are right next door on that land. It needs to be cleaned up.
But according to the property owner, Joey Williams, there's more to this than meets the eye.
This right here still has a tag on it.
Williams says these are items given to her from others in the community to then pass on to people in need.
And they had a tire blowout, and they needed a tire, picked up a bunch of baby stuff one time for a woman.
She acknowledges the piles are out of hand, but claims this isn't a threat to the environment.
I don't burn household trash. I do not burn tires at all.
The Hays County Sheriff's Office has gotten involved, giving citations for public nuisance and unrestrained dogs. But they say there's not much more they can do outside of that.
The owner has to be willing to clean the property up themselves. We're having those conversations.
Williams says she's working to get this picked up, but isn't sure how long it will take. Neighbors are hoping it's sooner rather than later.
Seeing it grow and grow and grow, it's frustrating.
Sarah Olshah, KXAN News.
Well, Sarah tells us that the sheriff's office says it is meeting with the DA's office today. They're going to get insight into the situation. Williams says she stopped accepting donations from others and is trying to give away some of what she does have. We first heard about this story thanks to you. A tip sent in to report it at KXAN.com. If you have something you want us to investigate, get your phone and scan that QR code. You could always email us at reported@KXAN.com as well. Going into this in depth here, the Aquifer Recharge Zone. What is that? Well, the rules apply in Hays, Travis, and Williamson counties. There are rules when it comes to waste disposal wells, sewage holding tanks, or sewage collection, as well as any new landfill facilities or wastewater discharges.
Meat lovers, get ready here. This week, the Meat Carnival is coming to town. Friday and Saturday, 20 chefs from around the world are coming together. They're going to serve up their dishes at Highbrow Lowbrow in East Austin. Two Israeli chefs started the Meat Carnival. Organizers tell us this weekend is going to be the first time it's in Texas.
The chefs that come here from all over the world, they're coming to show off. All right, they want to show their creativity.
The festival offers all you can eat, all you can drink, beer and wine. We have a link where you can buy your tickets though at KXAN.com. Not a vegetarian's dream,
no.
But, you know,
but my
for other people.
I mean, listen, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
All you can drink, all you can eat, and they cut it for you like
That's
they
a
do
lot.
in a fancy restaurant. I think that sounds like a good time. Let me show you what's going on outside because today, hey, maybe you're thinking of just, lighting up the barbecue in your own backyard today. Today's going to be a much better day to smoke a little meat than what we had yesterday because the winds are going to be much lighter. Let me show you what's happening on radar. Not a whole lot. Statewide, we're quiet. Our cold front's on its way out, so it's not coming back today. We've got plenty of sunshine ahead of us. Indeed, domain camera showing clear sky up top. It's chilly though, 48 degrees. You want to make sure you've got that jacket on because our temperatures are running 15 to 25 degrees colder than yesterday, leaves us in those 40s and 50s. 48 Georgetown, 53 Giddings, 50 in Bastrop. Same thing in downtown Austin with those lower 40s out in the hill country. Man, winds have really come down. It's helping to drop those temperatures this morning, but we should be looking at winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour through the day today. So a huge relief. That's going to bring down our fire danger some. 69 degrees as our forecast high today underneath that mainly sunny sky. So temperatures aren't going to be in those upper 70s you felt yesterday. A noticeable cool down. We're shaving off 10 degrees from those afternoon highs. Like I said, you've got plenty of sunshine to look forward to, but the overnight time period, that's when the clouds come back. So it's one full day of sunshine, and then through the day tomorrow, I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of sun. I think we're going to see mainly cloudy skies and maybe even a 10% chance of a few sprinkles within those clouds. Really, this sets us up for a cold front sliding in on Saturday to bring a 40% chance of light rain. And this is the same kind of intensity and setup as what we had yesterday, where we don't expect downpours. We don't really even expect thunderstorms. It'll probably just be some light rain under cool and cloudy conditions. Temperatures on Saturday in the low 60s. Sunday will be a much better day for outside plans. 65 degrees, just a little breezy. Here's what I mean by light rain. I mean, by the time everything exits on Saturday, we're only left with a few hundredths of an inch in our rain gauges. So it's not an impressive rain, but it is our next rainmaker. Saturday, a 40% chance of rain. Leading up to Saturday, you'll notice temperatures get a little cooler even tomorrow. From the upper 60s today, 59 degrees your forecast high tomorrow underneath that cloudy sky. And then we've got those recovering temperatures this weekend. Breezy to windy conditions though Sunday through Tuesday. Another cold front's going to slide in here early next week, giving us a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, but it does kind of reset our temperatures here. We got to start our warming trend all over again after Tuesday as those highs drop to the upper 50s, and our overnight lows getting chilly too. We're in the 30s and 40s for the next 6 to 7 mornings.
Thanks for joining KXAN News today. You can also listen to KXAN News Nightly every weekday after 5:30 p.m. for in-depth coverage on what matters most to you.